The Rockwell Museum is located in what we call Old City Hall. It opened in 1893 as the municipal offices for the city of Corning. It housed the police department, the fire department, the mayor's office, jail cells for both men and women, and served in that capacity until 1974 when it closed and the city moved to a new city location. The building was renovated in 1981 by Corning Glassworks at the time, and the museum moved here and opened in 1982. And we've been here ever since, and we house one of the largest collections of Western American and Native American art in the eastern part of the United States. Artemis is our buffalo that hangs on the facade of the museum building. He was made by local artist Tom Gardner. Tom received a grant from the New York State Council on the Arts in 1999, and Tom and the museum staff decided on the buffalo as the image that he would sculpt for the building. And after Artemis went up, the museum held a contest to name him, and the winning name was Artemis, which stands for Art is a Must.
Yeah, the room that we're in right now is called the Remington and Russell Lodge, and it features a variety of works by Charlie Russell and Frederick Remington, the two titans of Western art from the late 19th and early 20th century. Throughout this gallery, you see many different depictions of cowboys and Indians and animals of the West, and it's a really nice way to immerse yourself into the West, and that's sort of the theme of this gallery, the West that was, the Old West. Right now, we're looking at Mount Whitney, which is this massive painting behind me. It's painted by Albert Bierstadt in about 1880, and it's a real highlight of our collection for several reasons. First of all, you can see that it's rather large. It's 6 foot by 10 foot. This was one of his great paintings that he painted and toured around the country. And if you can believe it, people would actually pay a nickel to see some of these paintings, and it would be behind a curtain. That's how tremendous it was. It was time before TV and the internet, so something like this was quite striking. The museum is committed to both the historic interpretation of the West, but also a modern pop sensibility. The horse is a symbol of the American West. Deborah Butterfield makes all of her sculptures out of found objects, in this case driftwood. And so while this is a bronze sculpture, she made the original design entirely out of driftwood, and then the driftwood was through a process made into a bronze sculpture. One of the things that's very valued in traditional Western art is fidelity to nature. What we see here is a picture of Indians hunting buffalo. There is a beautiful romance to it, right? So you have the young Indian brave here about to shoot the arrow. While not terribly accurate as far as history or ethnography, Lee was greatly beloved as a painter because he got everything else right.
The uniqueness comes from the collection. So we have a historic collection of Western American art, Native American art in upstate New York. So most of our partner museums that also deal with this genre are located in the West. So our uniqueness is having the collection here in New York State.